10th of November. I killed a young girl today. The smell of her dry blood, I can still smell on my clothes. I was unable to go back to the house of the police, finally getting closer to me. I thought I'd write another diary. This time I won't throw it away. The last one they printed, all my private thoughts. To be honest with you, whoever you are that is reading this, I think I'm going mad, being driven insane by a mind in confusion, being split by two opposing ways. 11th of November. I find it quite amusing that I started this diary again. No doubt I should go over a lot of what went before. As isn't life all about repetition? Every child born learns to walk and eat, whether they are born whichever country. The reason I say it's amusing is on the park bench where I slept last night, on the floor I found a book which I started reading, Fyodor Dostoevsky's Notes from the Underground. I'm a sick man. I'm a spiteful man. I'm an unattractive man. I believe my liver is diseased. However, I know nothing at all about my disease, and do not know for certain what ails me. As I started to read this account, I felt as if I'd found a kindred spirit, yet not so much that I could be bothered to finish it. For sleep overtook me, and when you sleep outside with no protection, it's the hardest thing to close your eyes and sleep, and when it happens, you don't fight it, as that feeling is the hardest to come by. 15th of November. What am I doing with my life? I often ask myself this question, more so now. When I walk past shops, I see them talking about me, about the brutal killings of that young writer's girl. Did I mean to wring her neck? Was it me? I feel as if I am more than one person. Maybe we all are, I can't be sure. I only know myself, and even him I'm not sure about anymore. Once I dreamed when I was 4 that I would grow up to be something special and talked about, that I could bring some good to the world, and yet now look at me. Am I only capable of extinguishing other people's dreams? 21st of November. That journalist Snerd, or whatever his name is, keeps writing about me. I found yesterday's newspaper in a bin by the river. I read all about myself. I am in such an insane frame of mind I wasn't sure which was true and which false. He not only chronicles parts of my life that even this diary or diaries could not, but also all the names of the people I had killed. The list was so long it had to fit on 2 pages. 22nd of November. In reflection to yesterday's article, I was forced to think what he had written. His conjecture of why I had become Jacob Jake, serial killer. He had put forward something I am sure I never thought of. The book my mum had brought at a shop we were just passing, I had clearly forgotten about it. We even were lucky enough to get it signed, but the book, which was on my bedroom shelf for some reason, I had never read or touched. But it was all about a serial killer who molested his young cousin, and sneered suggests that my father who molested me got the idea from the book, that the words of that author are responsible for my pain. I don't remember whether the molesting started before I bought the book. I really have no recollection. I was so young, and yet it could be true. Do I have someone else other than me to blame for being me? Could it be the unluckiest amount of fate that my mum could buy my father a book for a birthday present that would lead to him fantasize about molesting someone, and the new person he could find was his only son, me? Even now it brings tears to my eyes. This serial killer is still able to feel such emotions, to be able to murder and yet cry about himself and his situation. Can something that bad really come of someone's good intentions? 1st of December. I keep having this dream that confuses me. Parts of them I remember having done, but others seem to be abstract with variations upon parts of some truth, and yet upon the actions I act, I feel a sense of familiarity on what I do. The bedroom I filled with skeletons and corpses I had long ago seen, yet did I imagine it before? But how is it possible to do so? Or am I confusing the time I worked at Body Jobs Limited, and had to bring up the floorboards to replace them from the juices of the dead that lay there for some time? Had that been the reason for what I'd done? There seems to be so much that I don't really know, and yet I feel that I do indeed know that I am truly aware of everything that I have done and will do before the time has come, can this phenomena really be true? Is it possible that all I have done and will do was programmed into me before I was even born? Can such a concept be true? And if so, then who is to blame for my actions? And yet it is bizarre and impossible, but I still think it. Am I truly insane and mad? What shall become of me? Can you tell me where my future leads?